pretty much all of us have heard about postpartum depression, but something that many women aren't as familiar with is perinatal depression. So this essentially is a depression that develops during pregnancy. And this, much like postpartum depression, is due to or can be due to a shift in hormones, life changes. Getting pregnant can be very exciting, but can also be very, very scary, all of that impending change. And genetics can also play a factor. If depression runs in your family, you might be more susceptible to developing perinatal depression. And a tricky thing about perinatal depression is, especially if it's not too intense, is a lot of the symptoms can feel pretty similar to pregnancy symptoms, right? Fatigue, mood swings, some anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, having like a fuzzy brain. Of course, if it gets into the realm of a woman feeling, suicidal, like she shouldn't be here, like everyone would be better off without her, that is definitely an emergency and requires immediate attention from a professional. But if you are experiencing some of these symptoms and if you feel like it is really impacting your quality of life, even if you think, these are probably just normal symptoms of pregnancy, I still highly recommend that during a prenatal visit, you let your care provider know, let them know how you're feeling and say, do you have any ideas on what I should do? Can you help me determine if this is actually perinatal depression or if this is just something that's kind of fleeting? And that's one way to kind of tell as well is, say you have some circumstance that happens and it really bums you out and you're feeling like extra down, extra moody for about a week or so, but then it goes away. Was probably just circumstantial. But, if you just consistently feel sad, like you don't feel like doing the things you normally want to do, like you're just so exhausted, you can like barely lift a finger. And again, if it's really, really impacting your quality of life, your work, your relationships, I think it is definitely worth speaking to your care provider about. If your doctor suspects that you do potentially have perinatal depression, they will likely refer you to a mental health specialist who specializes in pregnancy and depression. And, if it is severe enough, they might recommend medication. And there are antidepressants that can be prescribed to pregnant women. So there is potential relief out there if you're really, really feeling down during pregnancy. Don't suffer in silence. Go and seek that support.